Hey everyone, it's Jason Cook with RE/MAX Advantage. Are you thinking about selling your home in 2020? Here are 3 mistakes that you need to avoid. Okay, the first mistake, number 1, overpricing your home. This is pretty common in a lot of markets, but right now, when inventory is really low, it's very common for sellers to price their homes a little bit higher because the buyers are pretty anxious about wanting to find a home. Here can be the problem. What about an appraisal? If you price your home $10,000 more than any other home that's sold in your neighborhood, the appraiser is still looking at those homes that have sold and evaluating your home against those. Market conditions will play a factor in that, but you may end up arguing with the appraiser and trying to renegotiate your house with an appraiser after you've already negotiated with the buyer. So be careful about that when you're pricing your home in 2020. Mistake number 2, letting your emotions ruin the transaction. What do I mean by that? The typical home seller right now has been in their home for about 10 years. When I got in real estate in 2007, it was about 5 to 7 years. What happened in the meantime is we had a recession. So there was a lot of negative equity. And now that they're out of it and you're starting to sell your house, well, now you've been in that house 10 years. And so there's a lot of emotions involved. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of memories. Maybe you brought home your first child or your second child into this house. Maybe y'all got married, it's the first house you bought together. There could be all kinds of different factors, but when that happens and your emotions control, sometimes you can get so emotionally invested that you lose sight of the bigger picture. And that is when I would say you probably need a third party, in this case a real estate agent, to help you navigate through the emotions that come into play when you're selling your house. Okay, the third mistake I'm seeing right now is going to be not staging your home. Do you love your decor? Do you love that couch that you spent 5 hours looking at on the Ashley Home Store website, and you picked it out, you brought it home, it looks great? The buyer may walk in and hate where it's placed and think it makes the room look too small, and all of a sudden they don't like the house anymore. They may all of a sudden be looking at all the pictures that you have of your kids or your dogs or your cats, and they're looking at all that stuff, thinking about all the stuff that you have in there, and they're not even thinking about, what's my stuff going to look like? That's what you want buyers to be thinking. What will it look like when I'm living in this house? You want buyers thinking that. So you need to get with a stager or a real estate professional, and maybe they can help you some with this too. I would recommend getting with a stager, having them work with your existing furniture and come up with a plan to best showcase your house to potential buyers. They'll tell you what to do as far as decluttering. Hey, let's box this stuff up. Remember, you're going to be boxing all this stuff up anyway because you want to move. So go ahead and box some of this stuff up now. Get it out of the house, put it in the garage, store it away, do whatever you need to so that you can get the most money possible. Okay, well, that's it. You've heard from me. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments below. When you sold your house for the first time, if you sold a house, what was a mistake that you made that you wish you had known about? What do you wish someone had warned you about? Oh, I wish so-and-so had told me this. I wish my agent had told me this. I would love to know, what did you learn the first time you were selling your house? If you like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Drop me a like. And if you have any questions, if you're thinking about moving to Birmingham, all my contact info is below in the description. You can always reach me 205-470-7600. Thanks, and I will talk to you all next time.